Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London and welcome to our new subscribers and welcome to everyone. It's a new academic year, so we have many videos in the line and many exciting videos for revision on the way. So thank you all for the continuous support. Thank you all for supporting us from the very beginning. So what I wanted to do in today's video is look at paper 1, explorations in creative reading and writing. So essentially I wanted to give you all an overview of the paper 1 for the GCSE English language, because I feel like a lot of students are still confused of what the exam will be about and how to actually prepare for these exams. So in this video by the end you will have a better idea of how to prepare for paper 1 for English language. So as you can see, we have a breakdown of the entire paper 1. So paper 1, what are you being assessed on? So as you can see from your screen, section A is purely on reading. So as you can see, the text that you'll be provided with will be a fictional text. Okay, so again, it could be an extract from a particular story. So you are required to read the text meticulously, carefully. While it's reading, you want to annotate it for keywords and key phrases. So language features, structural features, etc. So this is something that we cover in our online tuition. So if you want to improve your English, if you want to improve your maths, if you want to improve your science, we do provide online tuition for students and we are taking students on board. If you are interested, do contact us via email, which is easyeducationlondon@gmail.com, and one of our team members will get back to you regarding our classes. Now, back to the video. As mentioned, it's important that once you're reading, you're annotating. So what does the word annotating mean? It means you look out for the keywords, the key phrases that will help you understand the text better and help you understand the question. So that is section A. And then for section B, as you can see, it's purely on writing. So what are you being expected to write about? It's either a description or a narrative. Now, in terms of timing, you should spend around 45 minutes for this question. And remember, the entire paper is 1 hour 45. So I know I forgot to mention here, but section A is worth 1 hour. Okay, you spend 1 hour on section A. And section B, as you can see, you spend 45 minutes on section B. Now that 45 minutes, if you are dividing this time, the first 5 minutes you'll spend planning. Okay, absolutely crucial. I cannot stress the importance of planning, because if you can plan a good question 5, you are en route to score top marks. 35 minutes writing. So this is where you are actually writing your story or description. And remember, importantly, the last 5 minutes, you must spend some time checking over your work for spag. So your spelling, is your spelling accurate? Have you used punctuation? Have you used a wide variety of punctuation? And also your grammar, is your grammar correct? So these are some things that you need to remember. Now, a common question I get from my own students as well is, what's the difference between a descriptive writing task and a narrative? So again, it's something that, again, we get asked often by students. So if we look at it in further detail, descriptive writing, you are provided with a picture. So it could be a picture of a forest, it could be a picture of a house, an abandoned house, and you're asked to describe the picture. Okay. Now, the easiest way to approach these types of questions is to use your 5 senses. Okay, so this is the easiest way to tackle these types of questions. Use your 5 senses. What can you see? What can you hear? What can you taste? What can you smell? What can you touch? Or alternatively, you may want to choose the narrative. So again, what is a narrative, or what is a narrative? Is simply a story. You are writing a story and it's worth 40 marks. So you will have characters, you'll have a climax, you'll have this. So these are some of the areas you want to explore when writing your narrative. And importantly, you are expected to plan for your narrative. Now, how do we improve our narrative writing? As cliche as it sounds, this is something a lot of my students have heard from myself. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, you've probably heard this a million times, but I cannot stress this enough. That's how I myself got a grade 9 in GCSE English. It's simply because of practice. So In terms of the timings, I've mentioned this previously. So how long is the exam when you sit it in the summer of 2024? So in terms of timing, as you can see, the written exam is 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, so again, the time will go really quickly in the exam, so you have to be on it with your time management. 1 hour 45, the time goes really quickly. So how do we work on our time management? In simple terms, you time yourself when you are practicing these questions, and this is something that we help our students do in our online tuition. And as I teach the GCSE English, this is something that we constantly go over in our online classes. So the question itself in total is worth 80 marks, and it's worth 50% of your GCSE. This is important, right? Meaning you have to do equally as well in both papers. So paper one and paper two, you have to perform really well, okay? So if you don't perform, let's say in paper one, you will need to score a higher mark in paper two to recover and get your target grade. So that's why it's important you create a revision plan where you spend 50% of your time on paper one and 50% of your time on paper two. So that's that. And again, for your reading, it's worth 40 marks and it's 25% of your exam. And there's one single text. There's a one short form question, so that's worth 4 marks. So in simple terms, you're listing 4 things you've understood about something. There's 2 longer form questions, which is 8 marks. So one question is on language. So you're analyzing how language is used for effect. And the other question, the other 8 mark, is a structure question. How is structure used to interest the reader? So this is where you are looking at various structural features. You're looking at focus shifts from the beginning to the middle to the end. And finally, for section A reading, you've got one extended question, which is worth 20 marks, which is your evaluation question, which is always the same question every single year. And it always starts with a student said ... So you'll have a statement and then you have to evaluate to what extent do you agree. Now, I have seen some students disagree with the statement. Now, my personal advice here would be always agree with the statement, but agree with the statement to an extent, because that allows you to evaluate critically. So there could be parts of the statement which you disagree with, and you may be able to offer your counter argument. And finally, your writing, as mentioned previously at the top, is your 40 marker, and it's again worth 25%. So it's one extended writing question, 24 marks for content. So it's the quality of your ideas and how you express them. 16 marks for technical accuracy. So that in itself is quite simply your SPAG. So technical accuracy, a lot of students forget about this, but 16 marks is a lot of marks. So you need to remember, you check over your answer for accurate spelling. You've used a wide variety of punctuation, okay? Again, it does sound shocking that, again, I have some of my own year 11 students who still don't know how to use a variety of punctuation. So some students struggle to use a colon or a semicolon or even hyphens and dashes. So what I'd recommend is, if you click on my channel, I've created a playlist where we have covered the entire SPAG, especially for year 6 SATs. I know it doesn't apply to you, but you can watch it to just revisit and re-jog your memory in relation to punctuation. And finally, grammar. So grammar, of course, is important. Are you using the correct tenses? And is everything grammatically correct? Okay. And like I said, you should avoid contractions when writing a story. So these are some of the things that you need to remember for language paper 1. So that is across all examples: AQA, EdExcel, OCR, and EDUCAS. So there is one text, and it's a fictional text. So it's not real. Okay, so you read it, you annotate it, and you'll have some set of questions to answer based on language and structure. And then you'll have evaluation question. And finally, section B for all exam boards is your creative writing, which again is an area I really enjoy teaching. and also modeling to my own students. So that takes us towards the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. We have many more exciting videos on the channel. We are just creating these videos at the moment so that it can benefit you all. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask, please leave them in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more. Thank you.